Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, today we are back to a creator we've done twice in the past. Episodes 1349, where they got 10 stars and a rare seal of approval for a 10-star map. And episode 1374, where they got 11 stars and, well, must have been a bad day for me. No seal of approval. There's a rarity. 10 and a seal of approval. 11, no seal of approval. Today, I think we've gone one step better. This is a creator who is definitely on the up. Today's map is a vanilla map. You're definitely going to like it if you want a playable vanilla map with just enough detailing in it to make the map pop. And today's map definitely pops. Anyway, we are now counting down those days until the C word. That's the one. Or is it the X word? Do we like the X word better? Is it slightly more generic? Let's leave Eric out of this. Yes, it's counting down the days, which means in the run up until then, we're doing 2 reviews a day. The second review is a snowfall review, which is going to very briefly happen now. It's just a flyover. It'll be over in 1 minute. Please just sit around, okay? Sit around. This is a nice one. This is Snowy Mountains by Wreckyard. And I'm going to say that the thing that really pops with me for this map is the snow feels fluffy. The thing with a lot of the snowfall maps is they can be a little bit stark and a little bit galling. And yes, it's just bright white and striking. But look at how fluffy the snow looks. Now, I don't remember the theme mix that we've got for this one. I'm pretty sure it was the theme mix. But it works. It works beautifully, and this is the sort of snowfall map I'd be quite happy to play on, actually, personally. It looks good. Buildable space in there as well. The overall design's a little simplistic, but do you know what? I don't really care. I don't care. That is, for me, a very solid playable... Oh, look, it fades a little bit when we pull back this far. Snowy Mountains by Wreckyard. Today's snowfall map. Oh, look, the snow is falling on my friend there as well. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, my friend. You want to be my friend? Yeah, hit the like button. You can be my friend. Thank you. Today's map is Hemlock Harbour by Zwishy. Yes, Zwishy is back. And this is I think this is a Zwishy style map as well. It just feels nice. Sorry, the colour's slightly wrong on this screen. Everything else will be correct. Okay, roll with me on this one. It's gone now. Okay. Terrain heights, playable map. Even the hills feel playable, which is always a good thing. Resources are playable as well. The oil is mostly out of the 25 tiles, but everything else is accessible in one way or another. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we've got a little splash of everything, including tuna at the foot of waterfalls. That's where they live. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. Beyond that, a tree and a key, that one is required as well, but there are fewer than 250,000 trees. The map was made with tree and a key, so you will need it. We'll be using the realistic 1.5.5 temperate theme and the realistic 3 average, the relight 3 average LUT as well. Everything else that's listed there, it just add a little bit more graphical pump, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit more graphical pump on a map. I'm all for it. Okay, down to ground level, and the highways. In fact, there's going to be very little to grumble about today. Okay, this is not a grumbly map. In fact, it's an anti-grumbly map. Pretty much, I would say, it's pretty much absolute perfection in this map. If you don't want to push a map to the next level. If you want to keep the tree count a little bit low, then it's got to be a little bit stylized and a little bit light looking in places, and today's map is definitely that. A little bit stylized and a little bit light looking in places, but it feels right, and it feels playable, and it feels pleasing, and all the good stuff that we kind of want in a map kind of comes across in this. Now, it might not be hilly enough for some people that want proper strong mountains. Well, there are stronger, hillier, mountainous maps out there for those of you that are after that. It might be too hilly for people that want a very flat map. Well, there is that as well. But I think this fits the middle ground very nicely indeed. Our first intersection here. And, of course, slick standards. We're going to see a lot of slick standards today. And we're also going to see a custom vanilla bridge done to a very good standard. Doing something just a little bit different. With the mass transit DLC, which is the roads that you see down below, the 2-lane highways, mass transit roads there as well. Yeah. Wow. I tell you what, it's been a heck of a year. It's been sorry to not talk about Zwishy's map for a moment, but it has been a heck of a year for standards. I mean, we're kind of missing a few of the old brigades, the star creators, and you think, well, I wish they would come back because they were so good, but some of the new brigade that are coming through, and I'm not going to mention any. I know there are some of the brigade that have been around for a long while. I'm thinking of you, Sidai. I know those creators are still here, and thank you, because guaranteed solid excellence out of those creators. But there are other creators who have fizzled in and fizzled out. But yeah, the new brigade, do you know what? I think they've learnt from the old brigade, and I think they've taken certain parts on to the next level. And I think overall the standards of excellence that we've got in map making at the moment are phenomenal. I mean, take this map from Zwishy. Zwishy, newish creator, yeah. And what we're seeing here is this pushing things to the next level? No, but are we getting excellence in this map? Well, compared to 3 years ago when it was a bit hit and miss, well, I would say, yeah, we have got, we've just got so much quality, and it has made my choosing a map of the year for this year an absolute nightmare. And there's still 2 maps for me to look at after today. It has made it so hard for me this year. Let's head down towards the start square, shall we? Yeah, it's so difficult. We've had maps that are truly excellent. We've had really beautiful maps. We've been highly playable maps, great detailing, unique detailing maps. The start square, pretty playable, I think. Let's head down. Let's jump over the plains and jump on with, rather than following the more highways where you pretty much know what to expect. Little trumpet intersection here. Again, good standards going on here. And then just a tiny little bit glitchy right there. Just the only bit that I found on the map. There may be more, but it's the only bit that I found during my flyovers. And then that vanilla custom bridge. Look at the quality of this. Making this with vanilla assets is something special, and it just looks right. If you're wondering what those wires are, those are monorails, and yeah, it feels right. So all of the credit on there. They can look really clunky when done badly. And now heading off past the final intersection, off towards the edge of the map, where we'll talk about the rail in a moment. But yes, so many standards. So yeah, I think last year there was one obvious winner for me. Well, there were two potential winners, but both by the same creator, Anapu, who produced Mossy Sober, and thought, well, there's your map of the year. Was it on Mossy? I'm pretty sure it was Mossy Sober in the summer. And then they followed that with Titi Lapopo, and it was like, well, I got to choose between these two, and how? We'll jump over to the rail now. How do you choose between 2 maps that are so different with such amazing visuals, so incredible play? It was just a real tough call. But yes, it was. Once I decided which one for me was the better map, only just, wasn't much in it. Once I'd done that, it was an obvious winner. When Revelstoke, the year of Revelstoke, there was only one winner. But there have been years where you can make an argument for many maps, several maps. And I think this year, you can make an argument for 7. Now, I've given 1 map so far. There's still 2 days left. And today's map, of course. I've given 1 map this year the all-star status. Now, you'd think, well, there's your map of the year then, because you can slightly rampy going down there. It's only slightly. You could start tapering that rail in a few nodes further out. Zwishy, just for a little bit of extra bonus points. But yes, where were we? Yes, so yeah, you can make an argument for many maps. The All-Star map, you can make an argument for that because I couldn't lose any stars off of it. But there are other maps that have shone for other reasons, and game-changing reasons, or the best example of that sort of map ever type reasons. And I don't feel that there is an obvious. So I pretty much know what my map of the year is going to be. I'm going to give them one last look over before I make my final decision. And of course, oh, little dry river there. I like that. That's very sweetly done. Credit for that one. And so yes, we've got the map of the year series coming up after Christmas. Join me for that one. Plenty of great maps to look back on. Meanwhile,
on the 12 days of cities this old gamer gave to me,
12 houses burning,
11 minutes waiting,
10 roads debating,
9 trees a swaying,
8 bombs a stinking,
7 streetlights clipping,
6 pipes polluting,
5 broken mods, 4 boring turds,
3 drenched men,
2 hurtling trucks, and a party near a bare tree. And a party near a bare tree. Merry Christmas.
If you haven't already subscribed to their channel, go do it now. I want to get them to 500 subscribers. I just really want them to hit 500. Can we do it? Can we do it by Christmas? Can we? Only with your help. Come on, head over there. Subscribe to them. You know you want to. Shipping routes back at Hemlock Harbour by Zwishy. We have this one. It is a shipping triangle, an elongated one. It's not the most polished, but again, it's not anything that's really going to show up while you're game playing, so you'll probably be quite happy with that. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be pretty. Water flow. We've got a river with lots of strong water flow. That is good. But as you get down to the bay area down here, it really lightens up. Now, on the vanilla style map like this one, I do like to see a little bit of moving water in the ocean, a little motion in the ocean. And there is a tiny little bit of motion there, but I think I'd like to see it a little bit strong. Given that it's part of a strong river system, there's no reason for it not to be a little bit stronger than that. Map as a whole looks great. I mean, really does. Completely 100% vanilla. Okay, apart from the theme and the LUTs, but I mean, look at that. Look at that. So much. So many talking points as well. Let's start off with this river. Now, this isn't your dry river. This is what your dry river would look like if it had water in it, aka a river. And this is nice. Liking that. Look, you know, it's feeling like it's going to become an oxbow lake there, but that's fine. And then that heads up to the dam. The dam is nicely done. It's not operational at the moment, but it could be. It could be if you connect it all up, I guess. And not every dam has to be operational. Sometimes it's just about the aesthetics. And I think that works. We've got a nice reservoir at the top there as well. Good credit. Over here, it's waterfall time. As waterfalls go, this is fine actually. This is nice. Works really well with the theme. Slight glitchiness of the water on the side. Also, we've got a bit of water glitching around the vanilla rocks. Nothing you can do there with vanilla rocks, sadly. We're not here actually for the vanilla pier. We're not. We're going up to what is my favourite part of the map. This didn't even need to be done. And I like the fact that it has been done up here. We have forestry. All the felled trees. A little bit of tree planted areas as well, where you can see the lines and the manual planting. And the clearance areas, and over here we've got everybody's favourite factory with a few trees laid out as well for collection, and the rail running past it too. I think all of that works very nicely indeed. I'd credit for that one. It's not overdone either. It's so tempting to overdo things when you're doing detailing. Now with the tree seams, this is the opposite to how I would do it, and it still works. And you can see where the water would be, where the water runs off. But I'd normally do heavier trees where those seams have been cleared of trees, other than the other way around. Then up in the mountains, I kind of like the way the trees have been done. Cleared on the cliff faces, and on the rugged areas, we've got a good tree coverage. Like here, rugged area, good tree coverage going on up here. Yeah, rugged area, tree coverage. Apart from, I'm confused by this. This area here, this would be covered by trees anywhere else. I don't know why that is. It just stands out by being different. And I don't know that I like it. I don't know that I don't like it. I don't know what I feel about it, to be honest. Then we have up here the volcano. The essential volcano. Doesn't quite work, does it? Yeah, as a volcano, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. When I say doesn't quite work, I mean my meme there. We have the glory hole. Cities Skylines Park Life glory hole. I don't know what light's sat at the bottom there. But as volcanoes go, hey, listen, if you're going to use a glory hole, use one in the middle of a volcano. Why not? Okay. Back down to have another look at this vanilla bridge with the monorail tracks just looking like quality. I mean, I'm a big fan of this bridge. I've seen the similar things done by other creators that do not work. This one, for me, works. So credit where it's due for that one. Now back down to the start square where we have got an asset pack of the day. This one's actually called Pack as well. It's Fortress 1861 Pack by Jass. If you want to create a Dutch style fortress, do check, the link is in the description. Go and check the workshop page and see these used as they were meant to be used, to high standards. And you'll see me just like dropping a few behind the camera at the moment. Yeah, I haven't done a good job. I don't have time to do a good job, but I'm just showing this off, encouraging you to take a look at the workshop, and if you like it, subscribe. Factoids, because factoids. A few from 1861, which is when this fortress is from, apparently. November the 5th, 1861, the very first Melbourne Cup even, horse race is held in Melbourne, Australia. Hooray! December the 10th, the American Civil War. Kentucky is accepted into the Confederate States of America. What could go wrong? And also, undefined time in 1861, the British Empire establishes bases in Lagos, Nigeria to stop the slave trade. Nothing to do with the American Civil War at all, the slave trade. So it seems. Anyway, Fortress 1861 Pack by Jass. Really like this. Excellent. And it looks amazing when used properly. So do check out the workshop page for the asset of the day. You should. Honestly, it looks amazing. It looks absolutely freaking amazing. Anyway, if you're still here, now's your chance to prove you're still here by voting on today's map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description takes you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? Well, I think it's a winner. I think aesthetically, a 100% vanilla map, which hasn't been polished. The only reason why it doesn't score higher for me is it could be even more polished. And so for me, it's a 4-star map. I'm going to go slightly below middle 4, but it's a strong 4-star map. I like it. I really do. Detailing, again, got strong standards again. I would, was a tiny, weeny bit of road glitching. Did you see that one? For that, just slightly below what the score for aesthetics was. But again, it's only because we're not pushing it to the nth degree. Doesn't need it. Looks great. Keep it up, Zwishy. Gameplay potential. I had this at 5 stars, and then I'm thinking it's a vanilla map. I would like to see stronger water in the start square, stronger water flow in the start square. This becomes 5 stars. For me, very high 4-star map, pretty high 4-star map, because it just feels very playable. Hemlock Harbour by Zwishy. This one is one to watch. Keep an eye on Zwishy. For now, the BonBonB seal of approval. No questions asked on that one. And a shout out for maybe a creator for Map of the Year for 2022. Maybe. I feel Zwishy could do it. I genuinely do. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, because you're good people. And if you're still here, you can join the 20 and out elite. I use that word of the day in the comments, score yourself some population points, just for fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series, because it's 2 days, 2 more days. It's got to be done. Have a great day. See you very, very soon.